Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 24 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games, so sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Mega Man Rock Force. We'll be doing Power Man now. And there's quite many things I want to talk about in this stage. If you just go fast on that part, you'll most likely get hit by the projectile. Again, the animation will be nice. If you go fast enough, you can avoid getting hit. But I think most people are gonna get hit by the projectile the first time they play this stage. Not a huge problem. You can see the projectile just before it comes out the wall, so it kinda has an animation, but I would have made it stand out even more. Something going on the ladder here. Not sure what's going on. Just something I noticed again. I think it's the previous bug I mentioned when you press down and you jump. When you're going on a ladder, Mega Man kinda jumps. What I want to talk about in this episode is that the other sets that we did, the 4 Robot Masters, apparently those are called the puzzle Robot Masters of the 8 new ones after the original 8, so I'm not sure why the game doesn't let you decide if you like puzzly stages or if you like plain old good Mega Man stages, cause that would have helped the case a lot if you can actually choose what kind of gameplay you want. For me, for example, I didn't like the puzzle stages at all, so that would have made it more clear to everyone what they are about, because now, supposedly, these 4 Robot Masters are not like that at all. These are like good old Mega Man retro style stages, so that's pretty cool. But I would have hoped that they actually told you about it, so you could have made the decision as you were playing, like include it in the storyline or something. And again, the music is fantastic in this stage, absolutely gorgeous. And this game showcases the real purity of a Mega Man stage where you can go fast. If you know what you're doing, it really increases the fluent gameplay, and that's why I love these stages more than the 4 we actually checked out earlier, because I'm not into gimmicks, so this is more of my style again. And as you can see, sometimes your shots go through those virus containers, but you can do this. You can make this jump, but again, the game rewards you for using different weapons. And that's pretty cool. This stage also has some old familiar enemies from the classic games. I think the other one has been done right, but the other one I disagree with, and we're gonna take a look at that. This is a tricky shield attacker placement, but again, the weapons do help you out here. Let's see if... there we go. Again, not advisable using Phantom Fuse on these platforms, because it locks you when you're using it. So gotta be really careful about that. Of course, it's a powerful weapon, so that's pretty much the nerf what comes to that weapon usage. Holy hell. Not sure why there are arrows on the terrain there. As you can see here, there's one arrow at the top and also on the left side there. At first I thought enemies were gonna trap from them, but nope, that's not the case, so I'm not sure what's going on there. In any case, really love this stage. The first half I like. So, watchers from Elecman stage, they are way slower. Or I'm not sure way slower, but somewhat slower. And the thing that I really don't like is that they take 4 hits. That is ludicrous. That is absolute bullshit. Because what ends up happening when you design it like this, the only way you could realistically go about this is to just rush like this and not even give them a chance to appear. Or the The other strategy would be to use a shield weapon. Let's see if that works. Let's actually use the E-tank first. So I hope the shield works, because yeah, it does. So that's good. So, but it encourages you to use weapons a bit too much here. So you can... I like that you can use the shield weapon here. It's really good design. But with the Buster, you're just better off just rushing this part, because that's a bit bullshit in my opinion. 4 hits on a Watcher, that's... No, 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 no. That is way too much. And that's cool, Nitro Man came to help us. With an E-tank. Oh boy. And I really love the gimmick here. This gimmick. But it has a huge motherfucking problem. And I've almost died on this stage as many times as I died on the second Wily stage of Eternal. And I'll showcase later on why that is. But this Sparkman stage enemy is back, and that actually works pretty well. I like that. Oh! But this is where the game really starts inserting its penis in your mouth, because this following part is ass. And I'll tell you why. Whenever... Well, I'll go down here and I'll show you. Whenever the blocks are going down, you can see Mega Man twitch. And that is where the jump doesn't work. So if you're trying to jump when they're going down, it doesn't work. And later on there's a part where there's so many blocks you actually need to jump. I'm pretty sure you need to jump. And that's just gonna kill you over and over and over again, because your jump doesn't work. So that's my biggest gripe about this. It really fucking sucks. If you're making a mechanic like this, you have to make sure it works flawlessly. Otherwise, don't do it at all, because this is just awful. This is the part that has killed me 50 times. And I'll show it on the mini screen how that happens. Let's see if we... No! Okay, I don't even have to show it on the mini screen. It's just happened again here. So when you're moving forwards and you're trying to jump as the blocks are going down, you're pretty much done. You are done at that point. And the mechanic really screws you over in this. I was hoping for a rush jet. I was crying for a rush jet. This is just not well designed. Again, I'm not sure if it would help. Make the blocks like drop faster, or do something about this. But then again, if you're altering the blocks speed, then you're altering the whole physics of it, and it's probably not gonna work. But when Mega Man twitches like that, it's just... This needs a lot more polish. This is the worst design flaw in this game so far. By far, this is quite awful. I mean, you can do it if you time your jumps, but that's not so easily done. These are easy enough, these first ones. But the one with the erratic pattern, that's the one that's gonna kill you over and over. Oh my god, there we go. Finally. Now, don't die. This is also a fun design in my opinion. Having those little pathways and the little balls of shocking power. I really like this design. And you have some more puzzly aspects when you know how they work. Or you should know anyway. It's a fun part. I like it. Can't get enough of the music though. So right here is where you would probably want to use the charade clone, because this part is a bit hectic when it comes to jump. And you have to remember to swap out, because that's gonna happen. If the met hits you, you lose the clone. There we go. And might as well do it here as well. Oh, do that again. Got rid of the myth at least. There we go. You can do that with the Buster, but use your brain. This boss fight is quite different. Again, reminds me of the Cossack stage bosses more so than normal bosses, but that's fine because we are at the we've crossed the halfway point of the game, so I'm not expecting normal robot masters at this point. So designs like this is fine in my book because, well, for the reasons I just explained. This fight is kind of reminds me of the well, it has aspects from, I think, what was the game? But anyway, there's nothing too special about this boss. I wouldn't consider this as a robot master, because if this is his only skill, pressing buttons, making things go up and down and left and right, then holy hell, that's the worst robot master I've ever seen. But I'm not considering this as a robot master more so than it is just a Cossack stage boss to me. So I'm trying to look past it being a robot master, because that makes the fight a bit more enjoyable. Because the robot masters are not your typical ones when you defeat the 8 original ones. So that's kind of the gimmick of the game, so I can understand that. Oh boy. I would have rather wanted to see like 16 original robot masters, but I think 8 robot masters is enough. Of course, it's enough, it's quite typical. But to have 8 more with kind of strange patterns and strange ways to battle them is not quite my forte. If you didn't name these robot masters, if you just made them look more like the endgame bosses, then that would have been fine in my book. But since these are now robot masters, it's a bit questionable why some of these are what they are now. Like, this boss as a robot master is puny. It is awful, if you really think about it. But you have to look past the fact that these stages and bosses are different in the end game, so I guess it's fine. That's what happens when you overanalyze a game. Luckily the spikes don't kill you in one hit. There we go. Not bad of a stage, just that one gimmick that was just badly designed. It has to do with the physics of Game Maker too, that's my guess anyway, but oh boy. Nice job, me. I just went through the stage and I didn't have my microphone unmuted, so we're doing this again. First things first, listen to the music. This is the best music in this game so far. It's phenomenal. I need to wipe and change my fucking pants, because I'm ejaculating for this song. I usually don't get this excited on any fan game, but hell. This is one of my favorite stages in this game. And it's weird because the other 4 robot masters that we did are like puzzle robot masters, so these 4 that we're doing now are much more my style, because they are all about fluent, purified Mega Man experience, and it shows. Stages like this really showcase what the series is all about, and this showcases the love for Mega Man games in general. Here, though, as you can see, you get hit by this guy again, which is just lackluster design again. I don't like that you get hit by enemies when you just came onto the screen. That is just needless punishment for nothing. But that's the only bad thing I can find in this stage. Every Mega Man developer should play through this stage before they develop their own game, to get an idea what makes a good stage. This is potentially one problem where the shots going through the enemy can become a problem, but still a fun stage. So you don't always have to have your stages full of mechanics, physics, different enemies, like 20 enemies and 50 different weird things and mechanics. Just simple works. This stage is extremely simple, and look at this speedrun strategy. You can skip Bomb Man's well, you can kinda say fuck you to Bomb Man. You don't have to wait for him to blow the ground open for you. And again, that stage teaches you here how to go past these. So what I was saying is that you don't always have to have your stages full of bullshit. Simple works. This is one of the more simple stages in the game, and it's one of my favorite ones as a result. The balance is perfect. It just works. And here you kind of have to do a running jump, because if you're on the platform right there when it goes down, if you're on the edge like this and you jump, it doesn't work. I'm not sure why that is, but running jump works far better on that one. So that's probably a bug you want to take a look at. Alright. But man, this stage makes me ejaculate on my screen, I'll tell you that much. I can't tell you how good of a job this stage has gone through. And I can see the similarities from the old stages. Like when these new 4 Robot Masters merged, you can tell that you can see the old enemies. Especially in Power Man stage, you could see the virus enemies and such. But in the puzzle stages, I didn't see that so much. I'm not sure if I just missed them, but like these 4 Robot Masters right now seem far better designed. Because there's no gimmicks, there's no bullshit. It's just Mega Man. Mega Man how it's supposed to be. And that's why I love this stage. It really brings me back to the late 80s. And that's why I love this. This is what Mega Man fan games should be all about. Oh man. Best stage, best music. But mediocre. But kinda reminds me of Guts Man, in a sense. So let's use an E-tank, so we don't need to die on this. So he can stomp the ground, and he again he has the same attack than like 4 Robot Masters thus far, which is create a weird little wave on the ground. But at least it's a different color, so hey, we got that. The stomp is a bit hectic at times. You're gonna get locked for longer periods of time sometimes, but nothing too terrible. I quite enjoy the battle. Not a fan of the sprites, and we still died. Not a fan of the sprites, because I'm not a fan of the sprite work in this game in general. Bosses are extremely strange looking, well, most of them. It's like half of them are like loyal to the original Mega Man Robot Masters from the original games, and half of them are just weird. I'm not sure why. In any case, not a bad boss. Certainly a lot better than some of them. Like Charade Man is one of the weakest ones in the game, so not bad. I'm not sure why the room is shaped like this, why there's a little gap just after the door. I'm not sure why that is. Oh well, not too bad. We are gonna die though. Unless we can find his weakness. Wild guess? Nope. 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 I'm not sure. Anyway. Oh my god, good stage. Fucking love it. Best stage in the game so far. Ridiculously good. Like coupled with the music. Holy hell. That was phenomenal. If you agreed on what I said, leave a like, and if you disagreed, leave a dislike. I'll catch you next time.